Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And I want to give honor to the elders out of Great Millstone for bringing this truth. And also, I want to give honor to the Akim for pushing this truth to the four corners of the world in sincerity, and I'm out here, doing what I do. Today is going to be basically open forum. So it's on Facebook Live. Come here, shorty. See, this is what we're trying to reach right here. You see this little guy right here? Do you believe in God? How you know?
Because I believe in him.
I'm talking about, but how do you know that there's a God? How you know it ain't just something they made up?
Because I know.
You just feel it, right? Okay. Now, when you do something wrong, when you like just say when you do something that you know is wrong, do you get that feeling in your stomach like, dang? Right. It's like a little scared feeling. You get it in your stomach, right? Right, because the Most High, he instilled us with the sense of right and wrong from babes, from babies. And then but by you being a shorty, you more in tune with them than most adults are, because he's dealing with the babes, And how old are you?
10.
You 10 years old? Yeah, man. I mean, he's dealing with you guys, man. So the whole thing is, man, you guys, man, y'all gotta, the generation of y'all. Do your mother know you out here? She let you come outside and play? She just let you come out on weekends?
She let me come out every day to play.
So what do? You do well in school?
Yeah.
So because you do well in school and you do what she tell you around the house, you get to come out. Do you get your ass whooped when you fuck up?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, like what?
If I break something. Or
now what about disobedience? What about if she say, boy, get your ass in there, clean that motherfucking room up, take that goddamn garbage out. And you don't do it, and she kick you out, you get your ass whooped and stuff like that? All right. So, to keep from getting your ass whooped, what do? Make sure all that shit done, right? Right, because it's not just respect, and it's not just fear. It's you don't have to bump your head so many times before you realize that it hurts. So, the thing is, you ever wonder why we here, man? You ever wonder what our whole purpose is here? You never wonder why? Why do you think God put you here? Because what?
I'll be cooking here.
Don't you think you're supposed to be here doing something? What you think that is?
Getting a job, getting an education, doing what I'm supposed to do.
And you think that because that's what they tell you at school and shit, right? And that's what your mom teaches you, right? But I'm gonna tell you something different. The reason why you are here, you are put here to worship the Most High. His name is Yahweh. We call him God. Some of them call it the Messiah, our Savior. They call him Jesus. But his name is Yahweh Shai. Never let nobody tell you nothing no different. Because those words I just said, those words are Hebrew. Okay, that's a language. That's a language that they try not to use anymore, because if they use that language, if they went back to using Hebrew, they made Hebrew obsolete. Because it will bring forth the truth of the scriptures, and they don't want us to know who we are. See, you're a child of God. Your forefathers. Listen to me. Your forefathers, which is your ancestors, just like man's, they came off the slave ships in Africa. But we ain't Africans like they are. We just was there. We was there in slavery. We got sold. They sold us. Those same black people that y'all think is y'all brothers, they sold us to the white man. That's how we got over here. Did you know that? You didn't know that? Come on. So how you thought we got over here? How you think our people got here? You never thought about it? See, the reason why you ain't never thought about shit like that, man, because there's so many distractions out in this world that they don't want y'all to think about it. They're going to keep y'all with the new Drake, with the new Migos, and the new this, the new Future, all type of little bull crap to take y'all mad, because y'all young, and this shit is exciting to y'all. Y'all see, to get into the new stuff, like walk around, like right now you ain't got nothing to do, right? How old are you?
15.
15, you could be working. I got a daughter right now. She at work right now. You could be working. But that's cool. That's cool. Because, you know, I would rather serve the Most High than even be working a job, because that is a job. Waking up your people. Like right now, your man is like a sponge, man. You guys are sharp, man. And see, it be guys your age that's walking around with them things and choppers and shit ready to hurt motherfuckers and shit, right? Your own people. You know, and you gotta find out, man. You gonna learn that, you know, it's about, man, our worship and our obedience to the Most High. Once you find out that everything that you're supposed to do for real in real life, as opposed to what they teach you out here, what this world's teaching you, it's gonna scare you. I'm a grown man, and I found out maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it scared the hell out of me. And ever since, it scared me so bad, and it pissed me off, and I was happy all at the same time. But it was so heavy that I'm out here doing what I'm doing right now. I'm not getting no money for it, or none of that. No praise, no glory. People probably talk about, look at it with that thing on him. Well, he look goofy as hell. Get your goofy ass out here. You know, I'm from Chicago, so that's what we say about everybody. Young, silly motherfucker, your goofy ass, or whatever. But anyway, I'm on Facebook Live, and I'm gonna read you something. I'm gonna read you some true Bible shit, not what they read you in church. Now, you gotta keep in mind, man. You are the descendants. Our people are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're all Negroes, what they call so-called black people. But they're not going to tell you that in the Bible. They're going to tell you that those people were white. You know, when the white man didn't even exist to the birth of Jacob and Esau. You know, Jacob was the last, and him and Esau, they were brothers. So the white man is really our brother, but they was twins born. But he said, let me show you. Okay, now this is Genesis. This is about Jacob and Esau. This is Genesis 25. And it says, and these are the generations of Isaac. Come and look at it so you can see for yourself. And it said, and these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian, and Padanaram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated of the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, she couldn't have kids. So he went to God and was like, man, you know, I need to continue my bloodline, you know. My wife can't have kids, you know, help us out, you know. So he said he entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived, so she got pregnant. And the children struggled together within her. You know, she had twins. So they struggled together within her. And it was kind of like painful and hard for her. And these supposed to be blessed kids, you know. So she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And so she went to inquire of the Lord, or the Most High. She went to talk to him. But the Most High said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. When it said 2 nations, that means 2 whole different nationalities of people. You know what I mean? Black and white. And it ain't no secret that it was like that, because right now today, this whole world is about black and white, ain't it? Okay. So, he said, 2 nations are in thy womb. That was 2 different nationalities of people. Black man, white man. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And when it said manner of people, it means 2 totally different types of people. You know? And we all the way different from them, right? Okay. It said, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. We the one people that's stronger than them. They're weaker than us in every way. I'm going to explain to you. We're stronger than them, like we can do everything we do is better than everybody else, right? Okay, and on top of that, our body chemistry. We got melanin. We can protect ourselves from the elements, from the cold, from the sun. They don't have none of that. They have recessive genes. Which is why they don't have no color in their skin, and they don't have any color in their eyes. So people think because white men got so much money, they have blue eyes and green eyes. That's cute. That's not cute. That shit hurts them. That's why every time you see them, they gotta wear sunglasses because the light hurt their eyes. You know, they try to stay covered up because the wind hurt their skin. The sun burned them up. They're enemies against nature. So when it said stronger, one will be stronger than the other. That's what the scriptures meant. And it said, and the elder shall serve the younger. That means the oldest child, whoever come out first is going to be the oldest one. If they're twins. The one that come out second is going to be the younger one. Because he came out second. And then it says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. That's the first white man ever on the planet. And after that came his brother out. And his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. So Jacob was the black man. And just to show you that he was the first white man, he was the first of his kind, he's the patriarch of his race. Just to show you that he was, they described him to a T. You notice they described Jacob, right? Because Jacob looked like everybody else looked. But this first one that came out, we ain't never seen nothing like this. So we're gonna give you a description of it. So they described what he looked like. And so it said, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. It said, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. What that sound like? I like to go camping all the time and be in the mountains and the woods. Okay. It said, but Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. That's us, like to chill at the crib, play some Xbox or something, you know, just chill, you know. That's us. And it said, and Isaac loved Esau, which was his father, and because he did eat of his venison, but his mother Rebekah loved Jacob. And so he sold his birthright. Esau sold his birthright as being firstborn. He did that in the door because he didn't care about his birthright because he was a foul person. And the Most High didn't like him. And I'm going to show you how the Most High hated him. So I'm going to show you where he says that. He said,
I'm going to catch the bus.
Oh, you got to go?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man, I don't want to hold you up, man. But, man, you get you a Bible, man. Get you a King James Bible. And read. Make sure it say King James Version. Not New King James or none of the other stuff they got. Make sure it say King James Version. And read. Start at Genesis.
Alright.
Man, I'm telling you, you're going to learn a lot about yourself.
Alright.
All right, how you doing? How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Is that you guys got that restaurant down there?
Yeah,
Pretty good food?
I hope so.
Okay. Yeah, but let me get on with it. Yeah, I'm trying to talk to some of these little brothers out here, man, because they don't know, man. They don't understand what's going on, man. They don't know what's happening, you know. But a lot of them want to know. They want to know. You know, the Most High chose us, man. You know, He chose us. I'm gonna read you something. This is Romans. Just to show you. This is Romans 9:6. And it says, not as though the word of Yahweh have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. So, basically what that means, what that tells you is, you know, just because you look like an Israelite, your skin complexion look like an Israelite, you know, and, you know, don't mean you an Israelite. That don't mean that. And just because you came from Abraham and you're a Hebrew, don't make you an Israelite. And I'm gonna repeat that. It said, not as though the word of Yahweh have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. So it's people amongst us right now that look just like me and you, but they not me and you. You know? It said, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So if your bloodline came through Isaac, then you're Israelite. It says, that is, they which are all the children of the flesh, these are not the children of Yahweh. And I'm going to repeat that. It says, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. So just because you a Hebrew, because that's what that makes you, a Hebrew, because you came from Abraham, because he's the father of the Hebrews. But in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So if your bloodline got to come through Isaac in order to be an Israelite, that's what a promise went through that, the covenant. It went through the line of Isaac. It went nowhere else. It didn't go through Ishmael. You know, so, and then it says, but the children of the promise are counted. No, Shalaki, let me go back. And it says, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh. These are not the children of Yahweh. So if your bloodline didn't go through Isaac, but did go through Abraham, you still not an Israelite. You're not the children of the Most High. You are the children of the flesh. Okay? And that's what this says. These are not the children of Yahweh, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. So, you know, if your seed, if you came through the seed of Isaac, then you are one of the children of Yahweh. And then it says, for this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that called it. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So, I mean, he already said that this was going to come to pass, so this is why it is so. He said, what shall we say then? Because a lot of people think that God love everybody, but he don't, and I just got to explain that to the shorty. He don't love everybody. He loved the children of Yahweh. He loved the Israelites. That's who he loved. He don't give a damn about the other nations of people. And it's all throughout this Bible, and people just need to read it. How you doing, sister? You know, so it says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? So, because he created all of us, that he got to love all of us. So if he don't love all of us, and he just love a certain sect of people, so that means he unrighteous? Stop it. It said, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? God forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So he basically told him, look, dude, I don't want to fuck with these motherfuckers. These my people right here. I'm going to do this the way the fuck I want to do this. Sit your ass down. So basically, that's what he said. And then he says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahweh who showeth mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee. And that's what he did. He did show his power in Pharaoh, because when we were in captive in Egypt, when we slaves in Egypt, Pharaoh wanted to let us go. He did. He didn't want to keep us in there. But the Most High didn't like Pharaoh, because Pharaoh was a Roman. In fact, I think Pharaoh was Pharaoh was a Hamite. He wasn't, at that time, in that dynasty, he wasn't, I don't think he was a Roman. I'm not sure, man. I got to look, because I don't want to tell you nothing wrong, but he didn't fuck with Pharaoh. So he wanted to fuck Pharaoh over. You know, so he made Pharaoh deny us our exodus out of there. He made them deny it. He didn't want to do it. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Show you how cold-blooded Yahweh is, boy. He don't play no games. Watch this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this shit is funny as hell, though. You know, and just the people that don't understand the Most High, man. You know, and hold on. I want to get right to the. Exodus 10:27, I think. Let me see. Yeah, because he didn't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it right now. He didn't want. See, Pharaoh wanted him to leave, but the Most High took control of that situation. You know, and because the Most High, because he had our people in captivity, and he dealt fiercely with us, you know, the Pharaoh. The Most High was like, okay, you know, for what he did, you know, the way he dealt with my people while they was there, I'm gonna fuck him up before they go, you know. And then it says, I'm gonna go up here. I'm going to 21, Exodus 10 and 21. And Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. And Pharaoh called unto Moses and said, go ye, like get the hell up out of here, go, serve the Lord, only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. He's like, you go, but just leave your sheep and shit, you know. Let your little ones also go with you. And Moses said, thou must give us also sacrifices and burnt offerings, that we may sacrifice unto Yahweh our power. Our cattle also shall go with us. There shall not an hoof be left behind, for therefore we must take to serve the Lord our power. And we know not what we must serve the Lord until we come thither. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. So this is how the Most High does things, you know. He wanted them to go. After that darkness, he didn't want to fuck around, you know. He's like, man, he hardened his heart and wouldn't let them go. He said, so Pharaoh said unto them, get thee from me. Take heed to thyself, see my face no more. For in that day thou seest my face, thou shalt die. So basically, he's like, man, get the fuck out of my face. If I see your face again today, I'm going to kill you. You know? And Moses said, thou hast spoken well. I will see thy face again no more. You know? But that's the thing. He hardened his heart because that was his power to do so. This is what the Most High does. But they think he's so loving and he wouldn't do nothing like that. Yeah, he'll pop your ass. So, and then so it says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee. See, because he showed his power. And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. That's why you always hear people talk about what he did in Egypt. He did that to show his power. He made that man reject them. The man started off telling them, look, get the hell out of here. Take our shit, just leave our animals. You know, just go. And the Most High hard, just hard again. He's like, nah, stay your ass here. He didn't want to do it, though, but the Most High put that spirit on him, it's hard to make him do it. So he did it and talked shit behind it. And the Most High put it on their ass. Because if I read the rest of the scriptures, what he did to their ass afterwards, the Most High don't play no games. And so he said, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might declare throughout all the earth. Therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will be hardened, and whom he will harden. And say, thou wilt say then unto me, why does he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliedest against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, What hast thou made me thus? He said, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? So basically he telling you, man, look, I chose Esau for the same reason why a potter can make two motherfucking, he can make two projects, two pots, and like one over the other one. Same reason. And then it says, what if Yahweh willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy which he had afore prepared unto glory. So these are things that he knew was going to come to pass, that was already prepared. He said, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles, which are the Jews who didn't know who they were Jews, that was stuck in their Hellenistic ways, much like the people that's right here in America right now that don't know that they are Israelites. You know, so they're going to follow the customs of these Gentiles that's around them, the customs of the world. So they don't know that they're Israelites. So it's the same thing. And then he said, as he said also in OC, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved. So they telling you right now that we're not the Israelites, that the real Jews supposed to be over there in Israel right now. That's what the world telling you. They're not telling you that the native Indians, the so-called black man and the Hispanic are the true Israelites of the Bible. They're not going to teach you that. They're going to tell you that the Edomite man, the Roman, they're going to tell you that he's here. And so it said, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, you are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power of Yahweh. So them same people that's saying that we not the Israelites in this place right now, they're gonna be saying, yeah, them are the Israelites. It's too cut and dry for us not to be the Israelites. He already said that we wouldn't see Israel no more again. This is the Bible. Okay, you got a bunch of converts over there in Israel right now claiming to be us, but they're not. They're not us. He said, Isaiah also cried concerning Israel. Though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. So it's a lot of Israelites on this planet right now, and they don't all look the same.
What are you doing?
You can't judge us by the skin color, because we mix with the nations, and some of us don't look like ourselves. But you can tell us through the Spirit by what we do, by what we like, by the way we do things, because He made us unique. And so it says, a remnant shall be saved, for He will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. And that's true. You know? So, cause for them to think that, it's 11 more tribes other than just the Jews. Okay? So for them to establish a place over there where they have had not one day of peace since they've been there, because they're not supposed to be there. The Scripture says it, you know. And then he come back and said this. This is Revelations 2:9. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. Well, you know he's not talking about them, because them so-called Jews that's over there, they rich. They rich. So he ain't talking about them. They ain't got no tribulations and no poverty. He talking about us. He said, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Now, why is we rich and we over here struggling? Because they know that in these last end days, we're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. You know? See, those type of riches that they got over there, you can't take with you in the next life. These riches that's coming from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is forever. So it said, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them So he's telling you, they say they are, but they're not. So who are they? He said, but are the synagogue of Satan, which is the damn white man. The goddamn white man, the devil. That's who it is over there. They made this agreement. Hey, brother, what year was that? Was that 1969 when they put them Jews over there in Israel?
I think so.
Yeah, that, I mean, and the killer part about it, I'm so used to having it on Wi-Fi when I be in the house, so how you doing?
Man, all right.
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of people don't realize, man, I think that was like I was talking to the brother right here, I think that was 1969 when they placed the Edomites over there, and they called themselves the Jews, man. There's 11 more tribes of people. So, where the rest of the Israelites at? Furthermore, they call themselves Israelis. If you look in the Bible, you don't hear no Israeli, you hear Israelites. But look at the dictionary and look up Israeli. It's going to tell you is an inhabitant of Israel. Then you take that same Bible, you look up the word Israelite, and it's going to tell you a descendant of the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Two different things. So they never said that they was Israelites. They always said that they was Israelis, converted Jews. How the fuck is you going to convert to somebody else's nationality? That's just like saying, that's like me saying, you know what? I'm an Israelite now, right now. I'm going to convert to Canaanite. Now, you know what? I'm going to convert to Chinese. Fuck it. You can't just do that. You can't just go and convert. The only class of people that's around here assimilating people's cultures and lifestyles and nationalities is the goddamn Edomite, because they're trying to disassociate themselves from their own doom, their own pending judgment that they got coming. They're trying to escape from it right now. That's why they're trying to get off the planet. You know, they all up in the air. They trying to get in orbit and see if they could, how long they could stay in orbit before it fall down. They trying to build a civilization up there. But look what the Most High said. This is what the Most High said. And this is in Obadiah, the book that's fitting for their destruction, because that's what the whole entire book talks about, the demise and the destruction of the Edomite white man. Okay? He said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. What has been the emblem of the Edomite since day one, since their inception? All these kingdoms that they have taken over. What has been their crest? What has been their symbol? The eagle. And then it said, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars. That's them with these space launches and so-called space launches that's not going to space because you can't get off the planet. But they're trying to get as far up there into the atmosphere as they can to disassociate themselves from the planet, because they know, according to scripture, that the Most High is going to come. He's going to crack the sky with those leagues of angels, and they're going to come straight in. And they're going to destroy what's on the ground, you know, and what's trying to travel and fly through the air. So, in his people mind, in his attempt to save himself, the Edomite thinks he's going to set his nest amongst the stars and hide out up there. He thinks he can escape the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. But he says, though I set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. So you can do that all you want to. You're going to bring your ass down. And you're going to serve your judgment, you know, and you're going to get what you got coming. Fucking devil. So, basically, you know, man, you get it's so much caught up and wrapped up into the scriptures. I'm not going to pretend to know all the scriptures. None of us know the whole Bible. We can read it all day long. None of us can understand the deepest mysteries of the scriptures unless you are given the understanding by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. If he don't give it to you, you can go off your own understanding all you want to. You're going to be off. Just like a lot of these cats talking about Esau as the Arab. And, you know, I don't really trip on brothers who get the Sabbath days wrong, Because, you know, the scripture said, let no man judge you in food, drinking, Sabbath days. You know, try to keep the laws, you know, the statutes and commandments to the best of your ability, man. You know, with gladness of heart. You got to do that. You got to want to do it. See, he know when you don't want to do it. You just trying to go along with the flow because you want to try to get to the kingdom. No, he wants you to do this shit with gladness of heart. He wants you to want this. You know, and I want it. You know, but I'm gonna do it is so nice out here, man. I can't believe it. I ain't even got no coat on. I'm gonna do a sit down. And I gotta cause I got this little I got this little topic that I got going, and it's gonna be a really good sit down. It's gonna be really edifying. But I really wanted to come out here mostly, man, to try to catch some of these youngsters out here, just to hear the input that they got about you know, the Most High, you know, and a lot of them that I ran across, man, they want to know who He is, and they believe in Him, and they don't have a reason to believe in Him, you know, because it's not like people walking around talking about it, you know. The Spirit is in them because they're so young, you know, to believe in those things, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the elders out of Great Millstone, the apostles, and to the Akim that's pushing this truth and sincerity to four corners. I want to say shalom, shalom.